Hey guys, Magical Aaron again. So I was going to show you something with coins. However, I used up all my coins today, so I had to go to cards. So here we go. You have 9 cards. All of them are different from each other. No doubles. You have 9 black cards. Again, all different from each other. I'm going to lay them out. I'm hoping you can see this. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and actually we're going to place these underneath. 1, 2, 3. It doesn't really matter too much how you lay these out. 1, 2, 3, and we're going to actually flip those over, and now you're ready to begin. Oh, but before I do anything else, I want to show you that I actually have a prediction right there. So this is what I have. I've got that. Okay? What you do is you tell someone to flip them over one at a time so that they go from here, and they don't have to use the same pile either. They can, as long as you get one big pile at the end. So let's say they do this, and then they do this, and then they do this. Now if there's a blank spot, like over here, they would have to flip it down this way. And they can either flip this one this way, or they can flip it down this way. Okay? So let's say they flip this one up here, and this is just random. Let's say they flip that one there, and then they flip this one over here, and then they flip this one here, and then up there. Now we're going to have face-up, face-down cards. But that's not what we're looking for. What we're looking for is one that's a different color. So do you see one that's a different color? There's a whole bunch of black face-up cards. Do you see any ones that are red? Maybe that one, perhaps. Alright, let's cut the pack and try again on the other side. So we're going to set this one over here with our prediction. We're going to flip these over. Do the same thing over here. We're going to spread these out. See if you see a black one that's face-up. What do we have? A 3? And I don't know if you noticed, but there was a cross in the reds and blacks, which is why I had my prediction in a cross. So we have a black 3 and a black 5. Now I have no doubles, so I'm hoping that this prediction should match a black 3 and a black 5. Let's see, what do we have? We have a black 3 and a black 5. I'm betting you want to know how that's done. Okay? Well, I'm going to show you. So, given that we're going to use these two, there can be any prediction, by the way. And I'll show you what I'm talking about in just a second. But, for now, we're going to have these flipped down. You want them in a cross because you're going to have your prediction in a cross. And I'll show you what I'm talking about again in just a second. So, you have 9 different red cards, 9 different black cards. Oops. Oops. I'm not awake. I'm sorry. I just got done with work. So we have whatever the middle card is what you're going to make your prediction. And in this case, it was the red 5. So I'm going to put the red 5 in the middle. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the red 5 is now in the middle. Whatever the middle card is will be your prediction on both ones. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and these are all different. So the black 3 goes now in the 5th position. 6, 7, 8, 9 cards. So what you're going to do is make sure that the middle card is the prediction card. It doesn't matter how you deal them, just as long as the middle card ends up in the middle of all this. Okay. So we got this going on, and you deal these on top. I did them underneath, but it doesn't matter as long as you get them face up and face down. And here's the cross that I'm talking about. How we have this in a cross. This is the cross. You're going to flip these over to begin with. The 4 corners, excuse me, 4 corners. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So you have a red cross right there in the center. Do you see that? Right there. to do your crossover there. Okay, this is how you start out. And again, you explain to the spectator that you can flip the cards onto each other, but if there's an empty space, you have to flip it into the empty space over one. So if there's an empty space here, they would have to flip it over and then up. Okay? So again, over and up. Or they could flip it down, and then they can flip this one down, and then they can flip this one down, and they can flip this one over, and it just depends on how they want to do it. As long as they keep doing it that way, in that fashion, it's always going to end up the same way. And then they can flip this one over here. So now you're going to always, no matter what happens, you're always going to end up, I think I screwed up somewhere. Yeah, I probably did. But that's because I was trying to do an explanation. But basically, you're always going to end up with the one black card and we cut the pack. You don't have to cut the pack, it just makes it less obvious, that's all. That when you flip it over. And you'll always have, yeah. Here we go. The one red card. So you go and pick out the red card, and you share your prediction. They'll probably see it. You tell them not to touch it, unless you want to have them put their hands on it. That's okay too. So you put the prediction in a cross, and if you can remember which one is where, if you can remember if this one's a 3 or if that one's a 5, you can flip it over exactly. Flip it over this way, and show it to be exactly the same. Well, almost exactly the same. Or you can flip it over this way and do it like that. Your choice, however you want to do it. As long as you get them to be the same, they'll see that you have a perfect match. Okay? And that is how you do that trick, which I call the cross trick. Crisscross trick, whatever name you want to use. I hope you all enjoyed that. I will see you next time, whenever that happens to be. Bye for now.